Well, that is unexpected.
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freaking out right now. That thing is sure to attack us.
What say we postpone our conversation with Timmy for the time being?
Huh? Paimon has a favorite line? Serious? How about we explore the area ahead of us? Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the City of Freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank alone.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being deliberately uncivil.
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then? You'd throw me out along with the trash, is that it?
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion, or maybe you've forgotten.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so? Then I trust you were most swift indeed to part with a certain vase?
Sorry, I have no recollection.
That's odd. Master Diluc, I'm sure I saw such a vase in your home. A beautiful one, unmistakable in fact.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon, for one, never wants to grow up.
This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly do people's imaginary friends disappear? Let's go and check. How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
Uh-oh. Somehow, Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary. Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? Yeah, she's so conscientious, it's terrifying.
Oh, hello. What are you guys doing?
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me really pumped up. Oh, I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well, even better.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Huh, thanks! I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Would you join me for some sword training? How How can I smash all these training dummies at once? Huh, so that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. It's clear I still have a long way to go in my training.
So modest. I, for one, think you're quite the pro at this already.
Well, I'm exhausted from training, so clearly my fitness needs some work. One day, though, I'll smash all the training dummies in Mondstadt.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it, Hilly Churl.
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to do today. Ugh, but I'm so sore from training. I can hardly move. Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's gone adventuring at the Temple of the Lion with Stanley today. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. He once set foot in the Mare Javari. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be another day? Great! Thank you so much.
I'll watch your back.
I won't hold you back.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. Looks like we can't go any further. We didn't bag all the loot last time!
Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Brace yourselves! Yeah! Here we go! Brace yourselves! Yeah! Yeah! Time for takeoff! Yahoo! Think you can get away? Wouldn't gliding be faster? Here we go!
Hey, are those guys...
Time for takeoff!
As one with wind and cloud!
Everybody stand back!
I was so sure I was about to die!
To be fair, that could have gone either. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer.
Yes. Who?
Actually, we
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me, and then had to rescue me.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing.
Whoa! You are Stanley? You were that legendary adventurer?
The very same.
I must say, it's an well then. How would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
Well, in which case, why head back now?
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says more. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Mangiavari.
Enough already! Ugh. Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Now, where was I?
You and your partner reached the Mangiavari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Mangiavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow! So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more, where the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
That poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt in the wind, that's
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes, clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Mangiavari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Going in! Time for takeoff. Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination on his face. You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own self? Interesting idea.
Please excuse me. I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to...
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa herself. The Sword of Brilliant Valor and the Shield of Magnificent Honor. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, both the sword and shield are... Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary... I don't know. Outstanding individuals always come with their quirks. If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of, maybe they'll finally come around to the idea of me being an adventurer. Right now, I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited, and my parents don't support my goals one bit. So, what do you... I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it, because my reasons are so... selfish.
Aw, poor Jack. Let Venti...
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone fetch for me a couple years ago. Help me find the...
Dadaupa Gorge, was it?
Present.
Spirit Blade! Attack! Get back! Get back! Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
A touch of frost!
Hey, that bunch of hilichurls! Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely!
Ow! Swift and merciful, submit for judgment. Get back!
Teamwork is dream.
Into the wind.
Lo and behold.
Are you sure? Looks kinda basic to Paimon. Why would hilly trolls be bowing down before a piece of junk like this?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these hilly trolls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic, I'm at a loss for words.
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an anemo crystal fly? If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. It truly resembles an exquisite crystal dance. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that got—
You're right. You're right.
So, let's scout around.
There's somebody there.
Stanley?
He's acting.
What happened? Why did you stop all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those Mora spouting weasel thieves.
What? Where?
Maybe another time.
Forth, my blade! Spirit blade! Attack!
Lo and behold.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind would use this as a shield?
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a wine barrel.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield of magnificent honor. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that has fought in countless wars and lived to tell the tale? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed.
You do have a point. Shiny new shields don't stay new and shiny for long. Okay then. Well, maybe if we ask nicely, he'll just let us take the shield and... Ahem. Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some hilly trillium by now. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will... Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that.
Well, if you insist, a tune I shall strum.
Seems cheerful enough.
Mexican plata? Money, yeah!
Oh, yeah! He actually gave us the
Guys, thank you so much! I can't believe I actually found them! Mom, Dad, check out the...
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! Aw, and I actually helped a lot this time. What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard? Fancy that, huh?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge. You fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it. I can navigate this whole area with my eyes closed.
Wow. Then I admire your perseverance. And your memory, too.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out, though. This place is crawling with hilichurros. I'll get back to my,
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder if such a person was forced to take their first step.
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight.
I keep watch. You leave, you call me.
Tell me, Stanley. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name?
Surely not. Even I've never heard tell of a second Stanley.
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why, Stanley? Why? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day. But now...
Does anyone get what—
I think our friend really did make it to the Merjavari. And I think the tragedy he— But the real adventurer, the real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called—
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Madrivari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever. Stanley will never die. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes! We're...
Go away.
But...
Leave now.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and...
Oh!
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take...
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing Tevat?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think? Jack left.
Oh, I see.
Huh? All of a sudden...
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. Just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of potential.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experience.
Stories? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stan, that's my biggest secret of all. And all these years, I've been living to tell his story. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley is instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive
I'm too old. I never let go. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Merchavari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down, but...
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
And by libation, you mean you're not
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare... I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at...
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never...
Have you heard about the vision of the
So, yours is the cat...
Venti! Have you come to help?
Me? Here to help you? Why, on the contrary...
But Paimon just saw you talking to Mar-
Aha! So, Prince is the name of the feline though it gladdens my heart to see that the free-spirited ethos of Mondstadt is alive and well in creatures great and small. Still.
Prince is a mischievous little rascal, all right.
Indeed. Just like Barbados.
Yes, quite. Now, I have a performance tonight, and without my spare strings...
What would a kitty cat want with lyre...
Everyone knows cats go...
What?
These lyre strings are made of astral iron, which contains animo energy. That makes them extremely durable, so I normally just roll them up in a ball to make them... That's a trick of the trade from a traveling bard.
The strings contain animo? That'll help us. It's time for you to use... I'm sure there must be some elemental footprints or...
Thank you all. Prince should be somewhere around the marketplace. Oh, take this fish. It's little... Prince should be somewhere around the market.
Something bad happen again?
15, 16.
Wow, Prince has very keen senses. See if you can approach him crouching from behind. It must be difficult not being able to float. If you're anxious to find Prince, why not coax? If you run out of fish, go grab... His senses are keener than we thought. He can't have gone far, though. Why not track him with your elemental sight?
Take your pick.
Next time, try creeping up from behind. Quietly, of course. Or, if you're feeling patient, use some fish as bait and catch him off guard.
Gosh, all I can think about is D-Luke.
Wind go with you.
Moon pie! That's what I'll make tonight. Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches
15, 16. That's a nice haul.
Did something bad?
Prince! Where did you go?
We definitely had our work cut out for us looking for...
Oh, Princey, how could you leave?
Looks like those two need some time. And here are your astral items.
You found them! One, I dare say that a private performance played using these very same strings.
Oh, now Paimon gets why you didn't go look.
Anyway, thanks for the help. I'll be going now.
I think we're finally finished with the commissions we were doing for Jean. A day in the life of Jean really is hard work. Wonder how she's feeling now. Let's head to the cathedral and pay her a visit.
You made it.
Just tell us where you meet next time. Oh. So, did you at least?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition, when actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off—
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's Lane.
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of— Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the— In Old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky, he was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom, and we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing Paimon! But Venti's telling his story!
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had it up to him!
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other— A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze, back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Welcome back. You must be exhausted. Jean has regained consciousness and should be back to her normal self soon enough. That's great news! But she just left the cathedral. I tried to tell her she needs more rest. She tried to act like she was fine and kept saying she wanted to get some fresh air. Where? Oh, that huge tree at Windrise? That place is Jean goes there whenever she feels lost and— Barbara, that's some pretty personal stuff. How did— Jean, mentioned it to me, you know, before she left. That's what I'm worried about too. Don't worry, we'll take over nursing— Great! That puts my mind at rest.
Lady Vanessa, I hope your watch over Mondstadt remains unclouded. I do not know if I, or the rest of the world, as you had hoped for, have become stronger. Huh?
Hi, Jean. Are you feeling better now?
Much better. I was not expecting you to come here. Thank you for your concern.
Are you sure? We saw you beneath the tree just now, leaning on your sword. It looked like you were struggling. Are you sure you aren't pushing yourself too hard?
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. Hearing that boosts my spirits. But I must find a way to cope with minor setbacks like this on my own. Otherwise, how can I be the protector that—
You truly revere Vanessa, huh?
I do. Vanessa was the first Grandmaster. A kind yet—
As the Lion Fang Knight, she courageously overthrew the oppressive ruling aristocracy of her time. Then, she founded the Knights of Favonius and became known as the Dandelion Knight, spreading great—
Dandelion Knight? Isn't that—
Actually, all of the Knights of Favonius Masters throughout the ages have inherited the title—
Oh, that makes— You too want to be as gentle as the Dandelion Knight?
Yes. I know it sounds like a huge honor, but I see it more as a huge responsibility. After all, it is a lot to live up to.
Paimon thinks so too.
Huh?
Jean?
Who's there?
Caught red-handed. Finally, an opportunity comes to get rid of the master and him.
How did they know about Jean's condition? Choosing this moment to strike is a low blow, even—
As long as my name is the Dandelion Knight, I swear I shall not be defeated by such despicable means.
Since this opportunity has slipped away, I shall now be
Stop! After him!
Jean, you're still recovering.
No, I must—
Jean, you can't keep—
I do trust you, but to let an enemy get away—
Fine, but at least let—
Thank you for your understanding.
This is how it must be.
How badly are you hurt? Oh, one of my own being injured because of me is the last. Let me handle the.
No, you are in no state to
Okay, but before we move out, at least let me heal everyone.
Thanks. You're amazing.
I swear by my sword.
Looks like our fates are intertwined. To think you chased me this far. Come on, face my brave supporters. I'll dispel them to calm their fear of water. Face the fury of my flames! This one is enough to reignite the fiery fury of the rest!
Fate is upon you! Let me scry!
One with my blade!
I'm going in!
Submit for judgment! Forth my blade!
Shadows of fate! Written in the stars!
One with nature! Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Let me scry!
A touch of frost! Spirit blade! Attack!
Decided by destiny. Delved into destiny.
Looks like our fates are intertwined. To think you pushed me this far. But let me deal with you myself.
I swear by my sword.
The wind knows me. Time to go. Clouds high. The birds call.
Off with everybody, stand back! Yeah! Let's light it up!
One with nature.
Wind, hear me!
The main thing is that you're safe. Now...
Yes, I should at least go and thank Barbara again.
Master, you finally returned.
Swan, were you waiting for me?
Yes, at the Angel's Share. Don't worry, it's nothing big. Okay, I know I said it's nothing big, but... Alright.
Huh?
Well, if you say so, Swan, I will... It's fine, now that I have had the chance to stretch my legs.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. You really saved me on this one.
For goodness sake, what is happening to the world? Swan used to be the...
Well, Swan was clearly agitated. Maybe it is an emergency after all.
Anything the knights can do for you? Go ahead and pick pieces from Shopes' blacksmith. You got it, Triton.
Oh, what's all this?
It's a thank you party for you.
A thank you party?
Jean, when we heard the news about your illness, we were all... We can only imagine how much pressure you must be under as acting Grand Master. And you do so much work all over Mondstadt.
We thought that since you so rarely take any time off, we'd take this chance to throw you a party. After all, you'll never let us do this once you're back at work.
Jean? Huh? Is this Jean when she's...
It's easy to forget that outside of work, Jean is just a normal person.
This is just all such a surprise. Thank you, everyone. This really means so much to me.
Well, it's nothing.
But there are so many things I still need to do.
Fear not. We wanted to make sure you could, so while you were away, we all pitched in and finished off your work for you.
Did you really? Even the issue with the food delivery?
It was no different from what we see on patrol. A couple of hilly churls.
And the tax return?
I spent so much time doing library admin. A few more pieces of paper to deal with was really nothing to worry about.
Well, what about Margaret's missing cap?
Are you kidding me?
That rascally prince was apprehended by the brilliant honorary knight. And he also reclaimed my...
Enough already. No more thinking about...
It is my honor to work alongside you all. Speaking of work, it must have been hard work to put all this together.
Actually, our friend here was the key organizer behind all of this. See all of this food and drink? He made sure it all arrived on time. Not only that, but he cooked each one of these beautiful dishes himself. So relax already. There's no need to be so modest. Of course, we also have Master Diluc to thank for the venue. Otherwise, we...
Despite my initial reluctance to sponsor a Knights of Favonius event, I, like any other citizen of Mondstadt, owe Jean...
Oh, Master Diluc.
All right. Jean's supposed to... Agreed. Now, let the party begin!
It looks like everyone seems to be partying hard. Paimon thinks we should join in the fun. Let's go and mingle. Oh, and Paimon thinks she saw Jean go upstairs by herself. Let's make sure the woman of the hour doesn't get left out.
Oh, it is you. Yes.
Uh-oh, it seems like...
I want to thank you again. Either way, it is good to be here together with everyone, and it has taught me something.
What's that?
I am definitely more of a Dandelion Knight than a Lionfang Knight. The Lionfang Knight represents Vanessa's past, but it was the Dandelion Knight that represented her hopes for the future. A future belonging to the newly formed Knights of... I do believe that Vanessa watches over us. Let the wind lead. The winds of freedom will guide us along the path that lies ahead.